You spent hours reading, highlighting, making colorful flashcards.
But the very next day, it feels like your brain just hit the delete button.
Sound familiar?
You're not lazy.
You're not lacking intelligence.
And no, your brain isn't broken.
It's just doing exactly what it was designed to do. Forget.
Here's a truth nobody taught you in school.
Your brain forgets almost everything unless it sees a good reason to remember it. We live in a system that teaches us how to study, but never how to remember.
And that's a huge problem. Imagine this. Japanese students learn and remember over 2,000 kanji characters, symbols that look more like art than letters.
And they remember them for life.
So let me ask you, if our brains forget 70% of what we learn after just one day,
How do they do it?
What do they know that you don't?
That's the story you're about to hear.
I've dug into the science, the culture, and the methods that Japanese students use to study less but remember more. And today, you'll learn 5 memory secrets that will help you study smarter, remember longer, and finally stop struggling to keep up. So let's start with the invisible enemy in your brain, the one that's been silently sabotaging your learning for years.
it's called the forgetting curve.
In the late 19th century, German psychologist Hermann Ebbinghaus discovered something strange.
He called it the forgetting curve, a steep drop in memory over time. Right after you learn something, your brain retains about 100%.
But just a few hours later, that number begins to nosedive.
By the end of day 1, you've already lost more than 50 to 70% of what you learned. By day 3, you're left with fragments, like a dream fading when you wake up. Sounds bad, but here's the twist. This isn't a bug, it's a feature.
Your brain evolved to forget what doesn't get used.
It filters, it trims, it clears things out, because keeping everything would fry your circuits.
So it only keeps what you use repeatedly. And this is where traditional study methods fail us.
They don't convince your brain that the information matters.
We study passively, rereading, underlining, rewatching videos.
But your brain scrolls right past it like a TikTok ad. No attention, no memory.
So, what do you do instead?
The answer lies in methods Japanese learners and even ancient samurai have used for centuries.
Inspirational, emphatic, with a touch of light humor. Memory secret number 1, active recall, also known as the samurai method. If you remember just one thing from this video, let it be this.
Memory isn't built by input, it's built by output.
Most of us spend 90% of our study time consuming, reading, listening, highlighting.
But that's like watching someone else lift weights and expecting to get stronger.
Japanese students, especially those using classical methods, constantly test themselves.
Not with multiple choice questions, but with the hardest kind of test, recall.
They close their books, grab a blank sheet of paper, and write everything they can remember from scratch.
Sounds frustrating, right?
Exactly. And that's why it works. Every time you struggle to recall something,
You're not failing, you're strengthening the neural pathway. You're sending a signal to your brain. This matters. Remember it. And your brain listens.
This one technique alone can help you retain twice as much in half the time.
it's not easy, but it beats studying all week and forgetting everything 3 days later.
Memory secret number 2. The Kumon method, progress through small, steady steps.
You've probably seen a Kumon center before. It looks pretty ordinary.
But the method inside is incredibly powerful.
Kumon is based on a simple truth. Overloading kills learning. Instead of tackling full chapters, students are given small exercises, just a little each day, with increasing difficulty. It's like climbing stairs, one step at a time, without stopping. Why does it work?
Because repetition plus progress equals lasting memory.
Just like James Clear wrote in Atomic Habits,
Getting 1% better each day adds up to breakthrough growth in weeks or months. Let's say you commit just 6 minutes a day. Inspirational, emphatic, with a touch of light humor. 2 minutes recall, 2 minutes review, 2 minutes new learning.
it's so small you won't make excuses to skip it.
But it's powerful enough to change everything. Because when you show up every day, even a little, you're not cramming anymore.
You're cultivating memory and building momentum.
Inspirational, emphatic, with a touch of light humor. Memory secret number 3, spaced repetition, watering your brain at just the right time.
This is where the science really kicks in.
Review too early, it feels pointless. Too late, and it's already gone.
But if you review at just the right moment, right before forgetting kicks in, your memory locks in tight.
That's the power of spaced repetition.
Japanese students apply this naturally.
They don't wait until the night before the test to review. They follow a review cycle. Day 1, Day 3, Day 7, Day 14, Day 30. It's like watering a plant, right when the soil starts to dry. Every review session doesn't just bring the memory back, it pulls it deeper into long-term storage. You can use apps like Anki or Quizlet.
Or just use handwritten flashcards. It works too.
The tool isn't what matters most. Timing is. And if you master this, you'll study less, remember more, and feel way less stressed. Memory secret number 4, Kaizen, getting 1% better every day. You might have heard this word in self-help books or business seminars. But in Japan, Kaizen isn't a slogan, it's a lifestyle.
Kaizen means continuous improvement, not with huge leaps, but steady, intentional progress.
Japanese students don't wait until the last minute to cram. They build momentum daily. They practice the process, not just chase the outcome.
It's like going to the gym. You don't build muscle from one hardcore session. You build it by showing up again and again, even on the days you feel like nothing's working.
Kaizen means you show up every day. And the best part is, you can start really small. Harvard research shows just 5-10 minutes of daily study can lead to far better retention than last-minute cramming. Here's a simple 6-minute Kaizen routine you can try tonight. 2 minutes of recall, 2 minutes of review, 2 minutes of new material.
It's so small, you won't talk yourself out of it.
But it's powerful enough to change everything. Because when you show up every day, even just a little, you're no longer studying out of fear. You're cultivating memory. You're building forward momentum. Memory Secret Hot 5. Shoo, the art of deep focus. Now we move from technique to mindset. You can know every study hack in the world. But if your mind is bouncing between TikTok, emails, and texts, you won't remember a thing. In Japan, students train a state called SHU, total mental immersion. It's like entering a bubble where nothing exists but you and the lesson. And this doesn't happen by accident. It's created through ritual. Inspirational. Japanese students build small pre-study rituals that signal to the brain it's time to focus. Things like lighting a candle, using a specific pen, wearing noise-canceling headphones, or sitting in the same spot every day. These rituals aren't random, they're neural anchors. Your brain starts associating those actions with focus. Just the scent of the candle or the feel of your usual desk flips your brain into focus mode. That's how Japanese students protect their attention like sacred ground. And you can start today. Create a study ritual for yourself, small but repeated daily. Let's pause for a second and compare. The Western way. Cramming, test stress, forgetting everything in days. The Japanese way. Steady learning, small steps, deep focus, long-term memory.
One is reactive, the other is strategic.
One feels frantic, the other almost meditative. Western students often struggle just to survive learning.
Japanese students cultivate knowledge, like caring for a bonsai tree.
The difference isn't intelligence, it's approach.
And now you have that approach in your hands.
So, what will you choose? Study just to forget, or study less and remember more?
You can start today, and it only takes 6 minutes. 2 minutes recall, 2 minutes review, 2 minutes new learning. Pick one method. Try it tonight.
The top 1% of learners don't wait for motivation. They act.
And that's where real learning begins.
If this video resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself.
Which method are you trying today?
Subscribe for more tips on smart learning, long-term memory, focus, and living better. Next up, watch our video on 10 memory hacks your school never taught you.
Welcome to a new way of learning.
Welcome to your smarter self.
Welcome to True North Self. Because learning doesn't have to be painful.
It can be easy if you choose the right way.